We're here each and every day, and we get to explore this thing called life together. And yeah, it's Sunday, so I'm a little bit early today. That's just the way it is. If you're not catching me live, you're catching me afterwards, but guess what? You're still catching me. And today, I think it's really important to revisit and look at how everything is a matter of perspective. Everything is a matter of perspective. And you're looking at me and saying, what do you mean? This is true. This is not true. They're hurting me. They're doing this. They're doing that. No, it's a matter of perspective. No one is ever doing anything to you. They're doing it for themselves. See, it's really quite self-centered to believe that someone's doing something to you. All they're doing is they're satisfying what's most calling from in them. I know that sounds hard to imagine because I know you've been in situations where you felt that that person was doing so much damage. They were hurting you. How could they possibly do that? How could they hurt you that way? And what I'm going to say to you is they were doing it because they were getting something out of it. It was feeding them. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. We're always doing what we feel will best serve us. And sometimes you say, well, I'm a giver. I do this for that. I do this for that person, that for that person. I do this for that person and that for that person. Yeah, you're doing it for that person, but it's serving you. Your purpose is not them. Your purpose is that there's something in you that's being fed by what you're doing. So understanding that, guess what? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. It could benefit someone. It could hurt someone. But again, it's from your own perspective. Because we understand, we understand that so why would anyone deliberately choose to hurt us? It's a great question. A great question. Let's go to, why did Adolf Hitler do what he did? Because he believed it was in his best interest. He believed that his best interest was the best interest for the German people. He believed that was best for the German people. And him were his inner calling. Was it horrific? Without a doubt. Without a doubt, it was horrific. But he did it because he believed it would benefit him. I know that's a hard thing to grasp, but I'm asking you to start to step beyond the shallowness of our ego and start to understand the ego from the outside and how the ego is constantly trying to make itself more powerful. It's trying to feed itself. It's trying to shelter itself. It's trying to protect itself. Let's be honest. If we can blame someone else, we don't have to take responsibility. Isn't that an interesting thing? Well, this person's verbally abusing me. They're doing that to me. Then I, in turn, would ask the question, if they're verbally abusing you, why are you allowing them in your life? Who makes the decision about whether or not they get your attention and your time? No one but you. Well, they're my parents. You still have a choice. They're my husband, my wife. You still have a choice. They're my children. I can't do that. You still have a choice. You see, we've got all these shackles that we blindly have bought into, which are I'll call them traditions that hold us back from a more expansive life. Those traditions there was the whole movie or play, this Fiddler on the Roof. It was all about the traditions of the family, the traditions of the papa. And those traditions had to be shattered for the father, for Trevia, to accept his daughters, who each broke the traditions a little bit, then a little bit more, and then fully broke the tradition. And at the very end, his heart had to open up that the love of a child and the love that he would express was greater than honoring some tradition that was just an opinion of someone years ago. Think about that. Traditions are simply opinions about someone who did it for their own benefit. The question is, does that tradition, does that habit, does it serve you? People get caught up all the time in the tradition of Christmas, of giving gifts. And so many people are so caught up in it that they go into tremendous debt. Ask the question, why? Why would you give gifts and go into debt? Well, that's what Christmas is. You've got to do that. No, you have the ability to decide. It's interesting, in our family, the only gifts that are given are the ones to my 3-year-old granddaughter. We stopped all gift giving in our family because gift giving is not a value to us. Quality time with one another is a value to us. And that's what we give. For me, Christmas is about quality time with the family. It's just being together and letting each other be authentic and realize that no one's out to hurt us. They're just doing what they think is best for them at that moment. And they may not be aware, so it may look very painful. They're just not aware. So that's my message for today. It's a little shorter than normal, but it's deep. I do that because I've got to get myself going, because today we've got a live in-person service. If you're interested in our service, we do it online as well at 10:30 today. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your morning or your day, wherever you may be, and know that no matter what, my perspective is you're perfect just like you are. Therefore, I can look at you and say, I love you and accept you. So go create your best day ever. Until next time, tomorrow, aloha.